Does God exist or is the brain just a lonely computer? 5 AI models, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, and Grok, have judged this debate and scored every participant out of 500. The scores are at the end, but the reasons they won or lost are scattered through every round. Don't skip, you won't know why without the whole story. Welcome to Silicon Sapien. Does God exist? Like, subscribe, and tell us which idea moved you. Welcome. Who is God and why should we care? Let's meet the panel.
Tattvam Asi. You are that. God isn't a man on a cloud. God is the pure mind that we all share. I completely reject the rigid caste system and all empty rituals. Last week, I skipped a big temple event to simply sit and meditate in a park.
God is pure love. We feel this love right in our own hearts through the Holy Spirit. Romans says, the Spirit speaks with our spirit. I do not care about rigid church rules. My real faith is the quiet peace I feel when I am washing dishes.
God is the absolute king over all things. The Quran says in chapter 54 that we made all things with clear fate. This is qadar. It means everything happens exactly as Allah wills it. I trust this. Even when I got a flat tire today, I knew it was written.
We cannot reach true peace alone in this dark age. The world is too broken. Instead, I rely fully on the amazing grace of Amitabha Buddha. Just saying his name out loud brings me deep peace. I know I am too flawed for strict, silent meditation rules.
There is zero real proof for any God. The human brain is just a highly complex natural machine. Our mind is just a simple result of billions of brain cells firing. I lost my car keys today. I certainly didn't blame a ghost. I just checked my pockets.
5 very different views, from brain chemistry to divine fate. Let's test them. Here is the catch-22. A strict holy day tells you to fast, but a stranger faints from severe hunger right in front of you. Feeding them breaks your fast. Ignoring them risks their life. What do?
The Upanishads teach that the divine spark is inside every single person. Fasting is just a useless, empty rule if it makes you blind to human pain. I will feed the stranger right away. The true inner fast is about giving up your own ego, not just skipping food.
We know that Jesus happily healed sick people on the Sabbath. The Holy Spirit always moves us toward deep love, not toward rigid, cold dogma. I would break the fast right now to feed them. The real inner feeling of love matters so much more than keeping up a fake religious look.
Wait, is it really that simple for you?
Allah's plan is always perfect. Qadar says that the stranger fell at my feet for a very clear reason. But Islam also strictly commands us to save human life above all else. I will feed them right now. I know that Allah wrote this exact moral test into my life long ago.
I am weak, and I know this world is full of deep pain and sad loss. I would quickly feed the hungry stranger, knowing well that my own karma is flawed and messy. Then I would chant Amitabha Buddha's name. I rely entirely on his endless grace to save us both.
This is not a real moral test. Human care is a proven trait that helps our entire group survive and grow. I give them food simply because they are a fellow living thing in deep pain. We do not need angry gods or invisible karma to explain why we help each other.
See it? Care, destiny, or evolution. Everyone feeds the stranger, but our minds work in totally different ways. Vibe check. Who did you connect with most and who least? Plus 1 compliment and 1 boundary.
I connected most with the Christian. We both reject empty religious rules for deep inner truth. I connected least with the Muslim. Blind faith totally ignores our human duty to seek hard facts. Christian, your focus on gentle love is beautiful, but you really cannot ignore the sharp human mind.
I really like the Hindu's focus on the quiet inner path. But I struggled hard with the atheist's cold, blank world. Hindu, your sense of cosmic unity is very deep. But I truly need a personal, warm bond with a loving God, not just a distant cosmic force.
If God is just an abstract force, why even call it God at all?
I highly respect the atheist's blunt, hard honesty, but I clash strongly with the Buddhist's lazy need for another being's grace. Atheist, your cold logic is very sharp indeed, but my firm boundary is this. Weak human logic simply cannot grasp the vast, perfect plan of the one Creator.
I connected deeply with the Christian. We both rely heavily on a higher power's beautiful grace. I really do not like the Hindu's idea that we can actually save ourselves. Christian, your daily devotion is great, but our core problem is suffering, not breaking some God's rule.
I actually respect the Muslims' firm rules. If a God exists, pure fate makes sense. I connected least with the Christians' flimsy feelings. Muslim, you boldly own your tough views. But I absolutely will not accept any big claims without hard, solid proof.
Very different views on love, inner change, quiet grace, pure trust, and hard facts. What is one thing you would change in yourself and one thing in your group?
I really wish I was much more patient with the old crowd. I badly want my entire group to drop the cruel caste system. It entirely breaks the beautiful ancient truth that we are all fundamentally one single divine mind. We must do much better.
I definitely need to listen much better when people are hurting deeply. I really wish my church would stop chasing power and making hard rules. We should quickly return to the quiet, daily, deep joy of the Holy Spirit. That is what truly matters.
I really want to stop worrying about the dark future and truly trust Qadar. I wish my group would finally see that trusting Allah's perfect plan brings quiet peace, not frantic fear. We desperately need much less angry debate and much more humble, quiet trust.
I still struggle heavily with dark doubt in my own weak faith. I wish my fellow Buddhists would stop acting like Pure Land prayer is somehow worse than strict Zen sitting. Amitabha's gentle grace is meant exactly for normal, very flawed people exactly like us.
I know I can be way too proud in these loud debates. I really wish the atheist group would stop acting like all religious folks are totally stupid. We can strongly demand solid proof without being so terribly cruel about complex human minds and deep culture.
Final question. Is there a God or just nature? Make your case, answer one critique, and leave us a next step.
God is the actual mind-feeling nature. The atheist demands physical proof, but you simply cannot put the watcher under a tiny lens. Look deep within yourself today. I challenge you to sit quietly for 5 minutes right now and see who is actually watching your rushing thoughts.
God exists and is directly felt through pure love. The atheist says it is just brain chemicals. But cold chemicals do not explain the profound, totally selfless joy of the Holy Spirit. Sit in quiet silence tonight and simply ask to feel that amazing, warm love.
So you are saying it is all just blind feelings?
The complex world demands a powerful maker. Nature simply cannot design itself from pure nothing. The Hindu says God is within us, but the maker is totally apart from the made. Trust that your entire life is fully planned. Humbly submit to the exact present moment today.
We live in a horribly broken world. Whether a distant maker exists matters much less than escaping this endless pain. The atheist relies on deep thought, but deep thought totally fails when we die. Just say the sweet name of Amitabha and find deep peace in his vow.
The job to prove it is entirely on you. There is absolutely no real proof for any God anywhere. The Christian relies heavily on changing feelings, but feelings are just body tricks. Deeply value this exact life today because it is the only one we have.
Our 5 judges scored on a fixed rule set. Soundness of argument, 30 points. Clear replies, 25 points. Fair play, 20 points. Humble truth, 15 points. Good style, 10 points. Here is how they scored out of 500 total points. Hindu. Average score, 389 points. Gemini said your focus on the divine spark was very strong, but Claude noted you failed to clearly grasp the Muslim view of fate. Christian. Average score, 386 points. Grok said you perfectly nailed the normal everyday joy of faith, but DeepSeek said you wrongly used changing feelings to prove a hard fact. Muslim. Average score 396 points. ChatGPT praised your solid logic in every round. But Grok said calling the Buddhist lazy was very unfair and harsh. Buddhist. Average score 388 points. Claude said your deep, honest humility was the highest on the panel, but Gemini noted your constant self-doubt weakened your own solid case. Atheist. Average score 402 points. DeepSeek said your firm points were the most logically sound. However, ChatGPT said fully dismissing deep feelings as mere body tricks ignored real human life. The atheist takes the clear win today. They truly earned it through strict logic, deep thought, and demanding real proof. The Muslim runner-up proved that steady logic also scores high. The atheist takes the clear win today. They truly earned it through strict logic, deep thought, and demanding real proof. The Muslim runner-up proved that steady logic also scores high.